Hello? Whoa! Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's the first day of school post-break, and I thought it would be fun to take you along for the ride. I also thought it would be fun to walk you through my, I don't know, my morning, because it's the first morning in a while. So first things first, who's that? Look how big you are, Trigger. Oh, and we got a new friend. Hi, honey. Who's that? Hi, Scout. Trigger. Are you so big? Oh my gosh, you're cute. Hi, honey girl. Hi. All right. This is Scout. She's pretty perfect. Hi. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of put you down and walk you through my morning, and then, oh God, excuse the mess. It was a day. And then we can chat before school. Okay, I'm gonna put you down. See you at school. So I am in my classroom. I'm sorry about that. I had every intention on like vlogging my morning, and then my battery died, and I was like, I'd rather have the battery for the school day. So here we are. Okay, happy 2019. This is the first day back at school. I'm so excited to be back. I mean, you know, I wish we could have every single day off because that's amazing, and I was so rested. However, I'm really excited to see my kids. I'm really excited to get back into our routine, and we have a lot to do the second half of the year, and I'm really excited. So yesterday I was in my classroom. So let me backtrack. Today's Tuesday, January 8th. Monday we did not have school. It wasn't like technically a work day, but I was in my classroom because I didn't come in here one day over break. So I kind of planned and prepped for the week. We're starting fractions and math, so I wanted to get all that kind of like situated, ready to go. I mapped out my reading and my writing. So I just showed up today, everything was ready to go, which is awesome. So this is really my first video like since Vlogmas, because I posted like 17 videos in December, which for me was pure chaos. I loved every minute of it, but I will never post that many videos in a month until next Vlogmas because it was a lot. So that is why I've been gone for like 2 weeks. I left town for New Year's. I had a great time. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday. I did, but like I said, I am ready to be back in a routine. So that being said, the first day back after a break is kind of like a review. We take our time, we talk about behaviors and everything like that. So I'm gonna kind of let you know what we have going on today. I'm gonna show you our schedule, and then I'll walk you through some of the activities. All right, so as always, I'll walk you through the schedule. So for bell work this morning, they're just going to be answering the prompt on the board, which I will show you. Then we are going into our morning meeting. It's going to be a rather long one because we have to reestablish norms for our morning meeting. We're gonna change jobs. And then we are going to spend some time talking about our essential agreements, and we're gonna do an activity about respect in the classroom, which I'll show you. And then we're going to play a Jenga, kind of like back from break Jenga, after we talk about collaboration, which I will show you in a second. And then right before we go to recess, we're gonna chat about our center norms, because right after recess, we're gonna jump into our centers. And then we're going to PE, lunch. We are still reading Wonder. I am like over it. I want to move on. So I'm going to try and finish that this week if I can. With writing, we are going to backtrack, and we're really going to talk about just the elements of a paragraph this week, because this is probably the subject I struggle with the most. So we're going to pull back the reins and just kind of really dive into writing, because the CASP, which is our state testing, is at the end of the year, and we really want to be strong in writing. Okay, anyway. We're still on our traditions unit, so we're going to talk about the project this afternoon that they're going to be starting this week. Then we're going to pack up and go home. So this is what our week looks, or I'm sorry, this is what our Tuesday looks like. And then these are our learning targets for today / tomorrow. We are starting fractions tomorrow. So tomorrow They'll be able to read a fraction and name the parts. In writing, we're gonna be creating 3 to 5 sentence paragraphs. Reading, we're gonna be answering text-based questions using evidence because we're gonna start informational writing soon, so that's what we're gonna be linking. And then I can use my research skills to research a tradition. So this is the way our day is looking today. All right, so like I mentioned, the first day back is always like, we need to refresh on routines and everything like that. So this activity I actually saw from Laura Santos. She has an Instagram, it's Core Inspiration. She also teaches 3rd grade. She's incredible. If you do not follow her, go follow her. I saw she did this on her Instagram story and I was like, I need to do that. So basically we are at the carpet. I think I'm gonna segue right after morning meeting. We're gonna talk about our essential agreements, which is kind of an Ivy thing. It's just like our class rules. They're student created, so those are here. We're gonna really quickly review those, and then we're gonna have a conversation about what kind of classroom do you wanna be a part of each day? What kind of kids do you wanna be here? What do you want? What do you expect from the teacher? What do you need to be successful in the classroom? So we have this chart right here. What kind of classroom do you want to be a part of each day? And then all the kids on their desk have 2 sticky notes. So I'm going to release them. They're going to write their thought on a sticky note, put their little name in the corner. They're going to put it on the chart. And then we're going to come have a conversation about it on the carpet. And then the next question that I'm going to ask them is, what kinds of behaviors can we avoid to make this a successful class? So based on what they came up with here, we're gonna talk about what kind of behaviors we can avoid to get here. So on their other sticky note, they're gonna write the behaviors to avoid, and then we're gonna have that awesome conversation. I just feel like that is a much better way to go about, like, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, because it comes from them, it's more authentic, and it's not just me talking at them the whole time, right? So I'm really excited to do that. I didn't do that last year, so I will let you know how that goes. And then after we do that, we are going to move into this like Jenga activity. However, it's gonna require collaboration. So I mentioned earlier in the year that I was GLAD trained over the summer, and a big part of GLAD training was these posters with social skills on it. So this is our collaboration poster from the beginning of the year, hence why it is used. So collaboration, what it looks like, what it sounds like. So we are going to come back to this, review it, and see if we can add anything else. This is what I'm going to expect to see and hear when they are collaborating doing the Jenga activity. This was all student created. So before I show you the activity, this is what I did yesterday. I kind of mapped out my whole week. I failed on the colors, don't judge me. I pulled some resources. This is everything that I'm gonna need for today, which really isn't too much. So these are the Jenga blocks. I got these from Dollar Tree. I just colored the ends of them different colors. So the kids are gonna be working in their table groups. They're gonna build their tower, and then they're going to start playing Jenga. However, and as they play, each color is going to represent a different question. So if you pull red, you can answer one of those 2 questions: blue, green, purple, pink, etc. They are questions about break. I created this. It's not in my Teachers Pay Teacher store, but super easy to just make on Word or PowerPoint or something like that. I wanted to do this to A, talk about collaboration, B, assess their collaboration, and C, it's just like a really low stress activity to kind of bring them back to school, talking with their peers and things like that. So after all of this like classroom talk and changing of jobs and stuff takes place, I feel like we're only gonna have maybe 25, 30 minutes to do the Jenga activity, which is totally fine, because after that, we're gonna talk about our ELA Center norms. So I'll pull up this poster. We'll talk about the different stations and my expectations. This needs to be rewritten, but whatever, because right after recess, we're gonna go into our centers. So that's kind of how our morning's going to run. I will let you know how all of that goes, but before that, I need to make coffee and I wanna show you guys something. So for Christmas, I asked for Keurig pods because I have a Keurig and I didn't really use it a lot last semester because I ran out of pods and that's expensive. So my mom got me like the 120 pack from Costco. Check this drawer out. Like, I have enough coffee for this year and next year. Okay, look. Dun, 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 dun. It's legit 2 rows of coffee pods, you guys. So I'm gonna make me some coffee, get everything ready for the morning, and make sure I don't have any new students because I haven't heard about that yet. And I don't think I do, but I'm gonna put you guys down and I'll pick you back up at recess and kind of let you know how our morning went. If this is your first day back, or I'm sure by the time you see this, you've already had your first day. So I hope you had an amazing first day back. I hope you had an amazing break, and I will chat with you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so I didn't get to chat with you at recess, but it is now lunch and the kids are in the lunchroom. So first things first, kids grow in 2 weeks. I don't know if it's just this age of being 9, but they I saw them this morning and I was like, you guys all look huge. So that was interesting. And then the second thing is I'll see my kids and I'll be like, oh my God, hi, I missed you so much. And they're like, what's up? I'm like, oh, I forgot that 9-year-olds are too cool for school. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting and wanted to share. If you have that experience, let me know. So the morning went really well. We definitely forgot about some of the rules, but the activity was totally fine. I'm really glad that we took the time to do that. So let me show you some of the things that they came up with. So the first poster said, what kind of classroom do you want to be a part of? And some of the kids were like, we want trampolines, you know, and so we nipped that in the butt before I even gave them the sticky notes. So here are some of the responses. A risk-taking classroom, I loved that one. A fast and quiet classroom, a classroom that is a big thinker and a big learners. A caring class, no interrupting the teacher, responsible and caring. So all sorts of different things. And then the second one was, what kinds of behaviors can we avoid? So we talked about the word avoid, and they came up with all sorts of stuff. Let's see, if someone's fighting, walk away and tell an adult. No shouting, no yelling, avoid being rude, shouting, interrupting, destructive. Okay, so silly, typical. Talking while learning, do not scream. So all sorts of different behaviors to avoid. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna compile these into 2 smaller posters and put them up on the wall and be like, look, you told me that you weren't gonna do this, so why are we doing it, kind of thing. And that worked really well for the Jenga lesson, because I was like, wait, you guys literally just told me you weren't gonna interrupt me, but here we are. Interesting. And the Jenga activity went really well. We revisited our collaboration chart, and the game was really fun for them. I gave them points, I gave teams points for collaborating, and then we went to recess. We came back, we did our centers, then we went to PE. So the morning went really, really well. So when they come back from lunch, we're gonna read Wonder. I'm gonna make an anchor chart right now about paragraphs, as well as I'm gonna write some sample paragraphs once my hands thaw because they're frozen. And I'm gonna post them and see if they can start to notice any patterns. We're gonna talk about we've talked about topic sentences, details, and a concluding sentence, and then we're gonna practice together. And then I'm going to introduce the traditions project, which I'll show you, the rubric, and then I'm gonna let them start choosing their traditions. And then that'll be the end of the day. So far so good. I will check back in with you guys after I eat and get these anchor charts ready. Okay, it is the end of the day. Can you tell? I am exhausted. I'm out of shape, which is okay. So the afternoon went really well. We, sorry I keep it spinning, I'm probably making you nauseous. We practiced paragraph writing, so we really broke it down again to the basics. So I just drew this at lunch, super sloppy. So we talked about the hamburger and how that is the structure of a paragraph, and I threw away the paragraphs that I was working with, but I wrote 2 paragraphs. We talked about all of the elements of the paragraph, so these things here, and then we wrote a paragraph together. So on a separate piece of paper, which again I threw away, we made up a topic sentence, 3 detail sentences, and a conclusion sentence, and they chose the topic of multiplication. Actually, I chose the topic of multiplication now that I think about it, but that's okay. We actually made a really awesome paragraph. So then tomorrow, they're going to do this. I think I showed you this earlier, where they choose one of the topics, they write a topic, sentences, details, and then I'm gonna have them do a conclusion, and then they write the whole paragraph, probably on the back. Then they started researching some traditions. They chose their top 4 choices. So I'm gonna make those groups tonight, and then we're gonna start that research project tomorrow. And we start fractions tomorrow, and I'm so excited. This is literally my favorite thing to teach, because I'm using the Amy Lemons and Hope King supplemental unit that they have, and it's awesome. I'll link it down below if you guys teach fractions. It's so much fun. So I'll probably vlog later on in the week, probably Friday, and I can talk more about that, but I'm excited. So we have a staff meeting today. So from 3:30 to 4:45, it's currently 3:15. I have to sit here and listen to a staff meeting, which is great. But it's fine. I don't know who decided to have one on the first day we come back, but it is what it is. So that is pretty much the first day. I hope you guys had an awesome first day back wherever you are. If you enjoy these classroom vlogs, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed, please make sure you hit that little subscribe button on your way out. I would love to have you here. I cannot believe it's 2019. I cannot believe this year is over halfway done. So I hope you guys have an amazing year. I hope you have a great day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.